Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and supporting me. And if you are new, welcome. Welcome. I don't know why every time I say welcome it comes out like welcome. Anyways, today I just wanted to kind of quickly talk about year of me. That's what I'm calling this video, year of me, and finding myself and loving myself all over again. I want to love on myself so hard this year that I just feel so good about myself. I have been momming my beautiful daughter for 7 years, and I love her so much, and I am so grateful that God has blessed me to be her mom. If you watch the Jamillia baby cook video, that is a little baby there. You'll see her in future videos. She is 7 now. So I have put in a lot of effort into that. I am a homeschool mom. She has never been to public school. She has never been to daycare. She has never had formula. Not that there's anything wrong with giving your baby formula. That's just not the route that we took. I breastfed for years, and I am tired. So tired. I am also a wife, and that's actually coming up in a couple of years soon too. I'm really tired, and I realize in these last few years more so, I know we've been in a pandemic time in these 2 years. Listen to that, people who don't get it. It's been 2 years of this pandemic. Let's figure that out. Anyways, so and just to get it out of the way, we are a vaccinated family. We're vaccinated, boosted, vaccinated as much as we can be, okay? So, and boosted all the way. So, if you're not into that, you can disappear. I appreciate you, and I wish you and your family the best, and I hope you guys stay safe and healthy. Okay, moving on. In this pandemic era, as well as a couple of years before that, I really did lose. I have lost myself. I have gained a lot of weight. I have not been sleeping well. And I think, that's starting to show now, starting to affect me in other ways. I am getting older. And I would like to say, for this year of me, I would like to be a little bit more selfish with my time. Now, when I say that, that's not going to take away from how I am as a mom or a wife, but I will say that I'm definitely going to put in the word that I'm using for this year isn't being intentional. So I want to be intentional with everything that I'm doing. I like to watch TV. I love TV. I can watch a whole season in one day. I will pop an AirPod in my ear and just watch. Like, if you've got like 8 to 10 episodes in your season, I'm knocking it out in that one day, because I'm like, it's available. Let's just watch it. So I just keep thinking of how much time I could give to myself to kind of relax if I wasn't trying to multitask so many things, and if I planned ahead even more than I already do, because I love to write things down. I love to plan ahead and stuff, but I always find myself in an area where I'm kind of rushing something or pushing something. So in this year of 22, I am taking January as kind of a month to prepare. That's a good way to explain that. So I was kind of thinking about it, and I mentioned this in one of my story times, that I am the analogy queen. So if you don't enjoy that, I'm sorry, but you will, because I give great analogies. So I am kind of looking at it as prep for, whether it be your skincare for makeup. If you wear makeup, you want to prep your skin for makeup. You don't just throw it on. If you are cooking and you want to prep your dough before you bake your bread. If you are dancing or doing gymnastics, you would stretch before you do your routines. That's how I'm looking at what I'm doing. I am taking the month of January 2022 as my preparation time, my prep time. I'm prepping mentally as well as physically, as well as for my space. So I am clearing an air for me to be able to be more fit. I am clearing an air. Making sure that my room is coming together better. We finally got our bed. Thank you, Restoration Hardware. That was like 6 months. But it's finally here, and you guys will see that in the video when I style the master bedroom. I'm trying to take one room at a time for my mental stability. So, for anyone else who is looking to better themselves this year, I would recommend that you do the same thing. I think it would be really smart of you to take this time to prep what it is that your goal is for the rest of the year, or your goals are, I should say. What is it that you would like to do? Don't just jump into it because it was the first and you want to jump into it. I think it really helps if you can take this time to set up, whether it be If you do need childcare, set that up. If you have a calendar where you need to fill in what it is you want to do, if you have goals that you want to reach. So for me personally, when it comes to my fitness, I don't have a weight goal that I'm trying to reach. I'm not at a specific weight and I want to be this specific weight. I just want to feel better about myself. I want to be able to run around with my kid and not be out of breath. I want to be able to run up the stairs and not be out of breath. Sometimes my knees hurt. Sometimes my wrists, my fingers hurt. Almost like a pre-sign of some form of arthritis. But I also feel like that has to do with my weight and my height. I am very short and I think it's too much on my bones and my body that it's starting to kind of push back on me. So I've always been a very fit person. I don't mean in terms of me being a stick and skinny. I think people equate slimness with being fit, and that's two different things. But I've always been very fit where I have a very strong core. Even like now that I have a belly, I can do sit-ups and crunches like it's nobody's business. And so that makes it harder for me to kind of, if I am losing weight or tone my body, because I do have that core strength or that leg strength where I have to almost work twice as hard or target in certain ways because I don't get results as quickly because I have that core already there. So I used to box. I used to, well, I don't want to say I used to box. Like I wasn't a boxer. I used to take boxing classes, but I was really good at the boxing classes. And I'm not just saying that personally. My trainers did let me know that my form was really good. Then I started lifting weights from there, and I really enjoyed that. So I have some weights in my garage that I will be using, and you will see I'll be doing some fitness videos to try and help motivate myself. This will also keep me accountable by sharing my journey with you guys. So but anyways, I've always been very fit. I used to dance when I was a kid. When I was in college, I danced with my friends in college, and then I did work out since then. But basically, my point is for 2022, when I say year of me, I want to be selfish. And I'm saying I'm going to be selfish with my time, where if it's not necessary for me to be with you or near you, I don't want to do it. My family is a completely different story. My daughter, I give her a lot of my time, and she's becoming a little bit more independent. So that's also helping me being able to delegate more things to her, whether that be her making her bed or helping me pack her lunch, like certain things that she's actually able to do. It's very helpful for me, and I'm very grateful to see, and it's a blessing to see her and her amazing self. So I'm grateful for that. And also with my husband, he may not like it, but he's gonna have a few more tasks to do as well because he is an able-bodied person. So he may need to do a little bit more than he's doing now in order for me to do things for myself as well. I'm great at being wife, I'm great at being mommy, but I also want to be great at being Jamillia. And I think that's important. And I think that's something that we should all aspire to do. So if you are looking to have a change for yourself in 2022, I say take the rest of the month, focus on your goals, write them down. I'm a very big believer in writing things down. I can actually show you guys. I have this cute little pencil case here. It's my little French fry case. He's so cute. But I'm a very strong believer in writing things down. I actually found these black Post-its on Amazon, and I love them. They're so cute. Yes, I did kiss my Post-its. And the way I write on these is I just use gel pens that I get from Michael's. So you can just use any gel pens, and why do I keep saying pens like that? Gel pens. I said gel pens. You can get your gel pens and write on your gel pens. Anyways, write everything down. So I have a planner. If you don't want a planner, just get a basic notebook from the Dollar Tree and just write. What are your goals for this year? What are your goals for yourself? What are your goals to feel better about yourself? And that could be one thing. Like, I think it's very stressful where the world makes you feel like there are 12 months in the year and you should have like 10 goals for each month. Like, breathe. Just breathe. I was talking to my mom the other day. She's my best friend, so you might hear that a lot. I was talking to my mom. My mom said, I love her. She's great. So I'm sorry if you don't like your mom, but I love my, okay. I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was mentioning all these things all in my head to her, and she was like, choose two. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, choose two things that you want to do and start there. And so I really appreciated that calmness that she brought, because it did help me mentally understand that I can't do everything that's on my brain right now. I can write it all down and get it out of here, so I'm not walking around with that weight all day long, but I definitely can't achieve all of my goals in one weekend. It's something that I think we need to understand as we transition through the year. We have dealt with a lot of things in these past 2 years. Some of us have lost people due to their choices, and not necessarily because they have passed on, but they might have passed on to us personally because of their choices during this time frame. I think it's important to, oh my gosh, it's so windy. You guys can't see that, but this tree is like blowing like crazy. I think it's important for all of us to give ourselves a break. And when I say that is, don't be so harsh on yourself when you don't achieve everything on your to-do list. Don't be so harsh on yourself when maybe for dinner you do have to get takeout. Don't be so harsh on yourself when that pile of laundry might have to wait till tomorrow. Because life is so stressful that we're going to make ourselves sick by trying to meet all of these goals all of the time. I think it's very important. I think it's very important for us to kind of take a step back, see what it is that will make us genuinely happy. So something that's so simple that has nothing to do with anything and is not like, this is what you should do to make your life better. I have decided as a needing to use my brain activity, and I'm not saying people that do this don't use their brain, I just mean like it's not something that I have to stress about, is I'm going to buy a pair of Crocs and I'm going to bejewel them. Why? I don't know. I did this a couple years ago with a Mickey ears hat that I had from my college program at Disney, but I put stones on it and it was really annoying actually when I did it that way. And so I'm trying not like, why would I do that again? But now that I kind of have a better understanding of how it works, I want to kind of have an activity where if I say, okay, I'm going to take 30 minutes and I'm going to sit here with this pair of Crocs and this tool, and I'm just going to glue on some stones and just kind of mellow out. And I know some people like the adult coloring books, but then my mind starts to go crazy. Like, I'm like, what color should I use? Like, that doesn't work for me. So find the thing that works for you where you're not overthinking something and stressing about it. It's almost like you're putting your brain on autopilot. For whatever this activity is that you're choosing, put your brain on autopilot and do this activity for like 30 minutes, whether it be every day or every other day. So whatever stress that you're feeling, whether it be from work, whether it be from home life, your married life, being a parent, you can just kind of exhale and breathe. So basically, let me gather my thoughts because I kind of jumbled and went everywhere. So for the year of 2022, I want to be more selfish. I want to not only be a great mom and a great wife, but I want to be a great Jamillia. I want to find some leisure activities that I don't really need to use my brain for and kind of be on autopilot, but not necessarily have that be television because I like television. So that's not something that I'm not thinking about, because when I'm watching TV, I'm breaking down characters and understanding what's happening and all that kind of stuff. So I'm suggesting for you, if you want to have a year of 2022 where you are more focused on your goals, and that could be one goal, and that goal could be read a book. Your goal for the year could be to read a book. Your goal for the year could be get highlights. Your goal for the year could be buy a new pair of shoes. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying find what it is, write it down, and be intentional. Be intentional with what you're doing and hold yourself accountable. And I think that's going to be the difference for this year, is I want to hold myself 100% accountable to all the things that I want to do. If I say I'm going to do it, I want to do it. I want to almost treat it like work, where if I had a job that I said I was going to do A, B, C, D, it would be done, because that's the type of person that I am. Whereas now I feel like I'm cheating myself and I'm not putting out my best work for myself. I am for my family, but not for myself. And so this year, I want to focus on that. I want to find my happiness, and that I want to be able to find my happiness that's just me and not my happiness as a mom or my happiness as a wife. I want to find the happiness as me. So this was kind of all over the place. And to be honest, I'm posting this to hold myself accountable. And if it inspires you, comment below and let me know what some of your goals are. I do have a lot of interesting things coming up this year. One of my goals is to be very consistent with YouTube and to share. I've done some great things with our home, and I would love to share that with you guys. I've worked very hard on, figuring out what works for the space, and some DIYs that weren't 100% successful, but they were 100% me. So I think that's important, and it's 100% authentic. So I hope you guys will subscribe and come back. And I hope when you finish this video, you will close out YouTube and write down your goals. And then even if you just pick up your phone and you record yourself and you say, hey, today is January, whatever, and this is what I would like to do. And if you want to take it one step at a time, you could even talk out what your plan is. I think it helps to see that. And it also holds you accountable, because when you see yourself talking about your dreams, you kind of feel like, okay, like, let's get it together, So thank you guys for watching. I hope you will subscribe. Comment below with what some of your goals are. Or let me know if you enjoy mindlessly blinging out some Crocs, or what are you like? Do you like the coloring books? Do you like to knit or sew or anything like that? Take pictures. I don't know. Share what you got. And this is a safe space. If anyone comes for you, don't worry, I'll come for them. So it's a safe space. If your free time is gluing cotton balls down to make baby sheep,